Hello guys, this is Mr. Mahmoud Arafat, the biology teacher. We will continue our lessons here on the future YouTube channel. This video is exclusive for future students and it's for grade 7 American. And today we will continue the inheritance part. Let's see what we have to study in the inheritance part, and good luck guys. Hello guys, this is Mr. Mahmoud Arafat, the biology teacher of future American schools, and this video is for grade 7 biology. We've studied already in the class 2 lessons. Today we will continue with the third. We need you to stay safe and stay at home. We will get to you through these videos, and if you have any comment or any question about this lesson, you can leave it in the comments below and we will answer it instantly. We've studied already 2 lessons in the class, okay, about inheritance or heredity science, and today we will study lesson number 3, which is patterns of inheritance. It's an overview about many genetic cases of inheritance, just a little bit and very easy problems. We will continue with a video, a revision video for all the inheritance to solve all the kinds of problems you need to solve in the exam. We've studied before Mendel's law, and we know already the complete dominance, where 2 parents, when they cross or hybrid together, when they are married, okay, the offspring will carry only one character of these parents, and the character that appears in the first generation is called, that's right, dominant character. That's absolutely right, okay? But things are a little different, or a bit different in here. Do you know that there is some kind of turtle in the south of the United States? It's called red-eared slider turtle. And there is something which is very strange about this turtle. The hatching of the eggs, you know, the turtle guys lay eggs. These eggs hatch into males or females according to the temperature. That's weird. The egg will hatch into male or female according to the temperature. Yeah, absolutely right. If the temperature is 26 degrees Celsius, all the eggs will hatch into male turtles. All of them will be male turtles. But if it hatches at 31 degrees Celsius, all the eggs will hatch to female turtles. Okay, so it's 26 degrees Celsius, all the eggs will give us male turtles, and if it's 31 degrees Celsius, all the eggs will hatch to male turtles. If the temperature is 29, it will be equally like 50% for each sex. So that's a genetic case where the sex of the turtle is determined by the temperature. That's actually weird. So what is dominant here? What is recessive here? Okay, we can start studying inheritance from Mendel, which is dominant and recessive characters, but the inheritance science didn't stop at Mendel. It just started with Mendel. Okay, after Mendel, there are many genetic cases, and we will explain briefly, very briefly about many other types. The first one we have to discuss is called incomplete dominance or lack of dominance. We can call it either incomplete dominance or lack of dominance. And we discovered this case in some kind of plants called the snapdragon flowers. Snapdragon flowers, the examples are very important. Snapdragon flowers. And it was shocking because when we crossed red flowers with white flowers, it came up to be pink flowers. So where is the dominant character here? We expected to have either red or white in the offspring, and this would be the dominant character. But we were shocked when we found out that it's pink. It's neither red nor white. So that's called incomplete dominance, where each of the red gene and the white gene participate together to show a new character which is not present in the parents. The parents were red and white, while the offspring is pink. That's incomplete dominance. It's unlike Mendel at all. So how do we make a genetic analysis in the problems for this? We will assume the B1 for the red will be R capital, and for the white will be W capital. Oh, that's different letters. Yeah, it's unlike Mendel. In Mendel they were capital and small for the same letter. But here we use 2 capital letters and different R capital for red, W capital for white. That's right. For the G1, which represents the gametes, the R capital will be just R capital. And the W capital will be just W capital. And the F1, we gather the 2 gametes when fertilization occurs to give us an offspring, R capital, W capital. which is neither red or white, it's pink. Totally new character. So please don't be confused between the incomplete dominance or lack of dominance and Mendel. In Mendel, one character of the parents appear in the offspring and we call it the dominant character. But in the lack of dominance, a totally new character appears in the offspring. So please don't be confused, okay, when you solve the problem between Mendel and the incomplete dominance. Okay, there is another case of inheritance we need you to know about it. It's called codominance. What's codominance? Codominance means that some genes appear equally. The two genes from the parents appear equally. We can find that in this example. When crossing a black hen, it's totally black, with a white rooster, it's totally white, the offspring will have black feathers and white feathers. They are not gray like the complete dominance, and they are not black or white like Mendel. They have both genes, okay, which appear equally. The offspring, the resulting hens or roosters will have both white and black. That means that the two genes appear in the offspring at equal ratios. So how do we make the genetic analysis for this case? The P1 will first we'll choose genes, okay, letters for the genes. The black will choose B, okay, and the white will choose W. You're free to choose the letters that you wish, okay. So the B1 will be FB. We added just like a power, like a power. It's different from the lack of dominance. We have to add FB. So the black hen will be FB, and the white rooster will be FW. Okay, please note the difference. The G1 will be FB for the black, FW for white, and the offspring will be FB, FW. So what is the color of this chicken or this hen or rooster, whatever the sex is? It has both black feathers and white feathers, as you see in this picture. Okay, so guys, these different genetic cases explain the variation in the living organism. If you just stop at Mendel, it will be limited. People are either red, are either tall or short. Flowers are either red or white. Cats are either yellow or black. Okay, and that's not true. We have many variations in the living organism on the planet Earth due to different genetic cases. Actually, it's like a complex of many genetic cases which enter in the same traits. We have many alleles, okay, and they contribute in complex genetic cases and many genetic cases to the variation of all these living organisms. No one can deny, guys, that we come from the same parents in humanity, like Adam and Eve, okay? They are the parents of all human beings. So how come we differ in color, in shapes? This is actually due to complex traits, complex alleles together. It's not just dominant and recessive. There's another case called multiple alleles. And in this multiple alleles case, we have more than one gene that control the inheritance of this trait. I think you told us before that only 2 genes for one trait. Yeah, that's right. We inherit only 2 genes. One from the parent, the other from the other parent. One from the father, the other from the mother. But there may be many genes for this trait, but we only inherit 2. That's called multiple alleles. There may be 3 genes for the trait, 4 genes, 5 or more, but we only inherit 2. And when you have many possibilities and you have to take only 2, that's called multiple alleles. Like if you have a job vacation in your company, okay, for only 2 people, and there are like 7 people applied for this job, you will only choose 2. Okay, that's called multiple alleles. You have 7 persons and you have to choose only 2 because you have vacant for 2 persons only. That's called multiple alleles. When you have many choices, but you only choose 2. Okay, so you have many choices. An example for this is the color of the rabbits. Actually, the color of the rabbits vary from like brown to black rabbits, white rabbits, and in between there are many colors of the rabbits. Okay, only one rabbit can inherit only 2 genes. The one rabbit can inherit 2 genes, but due to the variety of the color genes of the fur of the rabbit which is present among the rabbits, that gives us variation. Okay, so they appear in many colors. I know that you have only 2 genes, but the possibilities are many genes according to the father and the mother, and that will explain to you the color of the fur of the rabbits and of the cats. It's under the term multiple alleles. We have many genes for the trait, but we have to inherit only 2. Okay. Another case is called polygenic inheritance. And this polygenic inheritance, it's another case, another genetic case, which shows that there are many cases for inheritance. Imagine that you have a sunflower field, like this one. In the sunflower field, they are all planted in the same time. They are all planted in the same time. You planted the seeds, okay, at the same time. But the blooming of the flowers or the flowering of the plant, okay, at different times. You see that some flowers will appear, some plants will flower after 45 days. Other plants will flower after 60 days. Other plants will flower after 75 days. So how come they are planted at the same time? Why this plant give us flowers or flowers after 45 and this plant flowers after 60? That's actually weird. It's not weird, it's called a polygenic case. And this polygenic case, the gene determined by many factors, including the environmental factors, including the temperature, but it has certain time for the trait to appear. And this may vary from one plant to another, although they are planted at the same time. But some plants will give us flowers after 45 days, some plants will give us flowers after 60 days, and other will give us flowers after 75 days, and this is called polygenic traits. Okay? There are other factors which also control the gene expression. It's the environment. What's meant by that? It's like, you know, guys, the gene needs an environment to appear. Assume that you are talented in playing a music instrument, in the violin or in the guitar. Okay, you're a very good player, but you never hold this violin. Okay, you have the talent, you have the gene, inside you, inside your cells, but you never hold the violin to play. How would we know that you are talented? Okay, there should be some environmental factors for this gene to appear. There are also some other factors which control the gene expression. Okay, like the temperature, like the presence of light. Some plants, when they are cultivated in the light, they will be green. The same seeds from the same plant, when cultivated in the dark, will be yellow. Although they are from the same legume, okay, they are beans from the same legume. They are like brother and sister. They are siblings, okay. But when they are planted in different environmental factors, you see that the seed which is planted in the light will be green, and the one which is planted in the dark will be white. Okay, this is due to environmental factor. There are other things also, guys, which we interfere with the inheritance. Okay, actually it's not inheritance, it's called acquired traits. Acquired traits. Like what? Like the colors you have in your finger from the pencil that if you study so hard, you will have a colors in. I have one myself. Okay, you will have one in your finger. Is this inherited from your father and mother, or is it acquired? That's true, it's acquired. Okay, if you don't study, okay, hard with the pencil and write many pages, okay, you want to have these colors. So that's an acquired trait. It's not inherited. If you play some kind of sport, okay, you go to the gym, you play to have a good shape and good figure, you will have strong muscles, big muscles, okay. Are these traits are transferred to your offspring? Of course not. If I'm a champion, okay, a swimming champion, okay, is this a condition that my offspring will be good at swimming? No, it's not. So the acquired traits are not inherited. They don't pass from one generation to another, but they are controlled by the activity and the environment that you are living in. Okay? We hope that we explained this lesson to you, okay? And we'll continue with lessons for solving the problem, which is very important. We will send you sheets on the class website, okay, on future school's website. We will send it to your class. Please revise these sheets and solve it. And guys, please be calm and stay at home. We will stay with you through these videos, through a future channel until the exam. So please, no need to worry. please don't need to worry, and you can contact us, okay, through the comments on this video, and we will answer it instantly, okay, and we'll continue with other videos explaining other lessons. Good luck, stay safe and stay at home. All future students, we are with you till the exam, so don't worry guys. Goodbye.